It is our lowest income communities and our communities of color that are most impacted by these extreme conditions. And so we have to address this in a way that is about giving resources based on equity, understanding that we fight for equality, but we also need to fight for equity, understanding not everyone starts out at the same place. And if we want people to be in an equal place, sometimes we have to take into account those disparities.
So I'm safe in my house. Our power came on. I have water and I'm so blessed. But the reports that are coming out of these towns in western North Carolina are horrific. The news is not even coming close to catching the true devastation. There are bodies that are floating down the river. Babies. And if this is not a wake-up call that our government is not for us, then I don't know what is. They're everyday citizens who are taking it upon themselves to go and deliver items and things to these people. Anyway, pray for western North Carolina. And don't believe everything that you're hearing on the news, because they're not. One of my friends in Canada had heard that there were like 200 people missing and maybe 40 dead. Y'all, so much more than that. At the local hospital in Nashville, there are over 900 unidentified bodies. And that was just from 2 days ago. So I'm sure there are more, but people are floating down the river. And if you're able and you can donate or you can get it in the hands of a real person, there were like, I think 10 different truck drivers who were trying to deliver goods, and they all stopped on the way up there, and every single tire was slashed. And so it's going to be up to us. We cannot count on Uncle Sam. It's going to be neighbor helping neighbor, and I don't care how old or young you are. If you can't get out there or you can't donate, you can pray. Because the devastation is nothing like I have ever seen. And I think this is going to go down probably as one of the worst storms in American history. I just cannot fathom the pain and the destruction and the stuff that these people are going through. So anyway, just remember western North Carolina, and listen to the people who are on the ground, not the news, because they don't know. Anyway, y'all have a good day.
I'm currently in Asheville, North Carolina with my company doing disaster security for a dialysis company. And we're also doing search and rescue for patients to bring them to dialysis so they don't die. This place is a war zone, people, and the military is not here. And the reason I'm pissed, because I was part of the operation during Hurricane Katrina. I was stationed in San Diego, and within 96 hours, we were in Louisiana. And these bastards are not sending the military here. There's so much destruction. There's no news crews here. That's why you're not seeing it. The American people should be angry at what our government is doing to this town. There are people hurting here. There are so many people dying. I drove past a young kids about 5 to 7 years old. They were brother and sister, and they were looking for their parents. We got them to a church. These young kids don't know where their mom and dad are. And the military is being fucking hamstringed by these goddamn DOD fucking executives. If you're not angry, you should be. Because this is what our government thinks about us. They're not here to help us. We have to take care of ourselves. There's towns here that are self-policing. We drove into towns where the town folk came up to us and said, "What are you doing here?" So we're looking for patients. We're trying to get them help. And they welcomed us with open arms. This is bad, people. You're not here. It is very bad. We need water. We need food. We need clothes. I'm in a budget motel, and I'm very grateful, and I feel somewhat guilty that I have a roof over my head and a shower. And it's right across from the airport. There was a man that took off yesterday in his helicopter to go up in the mountains to drop off food. He landed and got arrested and said he was interfering with the government, a government operation. But there's no operations going on. I'm sick to my stomach that our government treats our American people this way. And then when they get slapped in the face, oh, here's $750. After we sent over $200 billion overseas. Mayorkas, you're a traitor to your country.
I'm gonna try my best. I've been trying to make this video for the last 15 to 20 minutes. And it just blows my mind. You know, the level of depravity some of these people are gonna go to. So, there is a FEMA man who came on and explained something very serious about the $750 that you guys don't know and that they're not going to tell you. And unless you have a magnifying glass in the contract that they're going to sign during your inspection, you'll never see it. So you're going to hear it from me and hopefully from everybody else who is going to share this shit around. The $750 is a loan. It's not free. They're not giving it to you. It's a loan. And if you don't pay back that $750 loan within a year, they're going to seize your property. So, do not take the money. Doesn't matter how hard you feel life is right now. Don't take it. It is a carrot on the string. They're trying to bait you. Don't take it. Do not take it. One thing that you're going to notice, folks, is they're not giving that money to people who have a little bit of money. They're not giving it to people who have jobs. They're giving it to the welfare people who have nothing, who have absolutely nothing. And they're going to take advantage of these people first.
People in Western North Carolina were drowning in their houses this weekend. Others were losing everything. President Biden was at his beach house, and Vice President Harris was hosting political fundraisers on the West Coast. Is there a reason that they could not be here?
The president did exactly what a president in this moment needs to do, which is directing his team to take action.